Welcome to the Occupational Course of Study leading to a North Carolina High School Diploma information session. Thank you for joining us tonight. A lot of you have questions about what is OCS. Well, the Occupational Course of Study is one of the tracks leading to a North Carolina High School Diploma. Not all states offer this for our students with disabilities. However, North Carolina is one of the states that offer opportunity for our students to earn a standard high school diploma with adapted content standards focusing on job and work readiness. The occupational course of study is designed to provide eligible students, as determined by the IEP team, the skills needed to develop a foundation for work. The OCS course of study consists of three components: standard-based curriculum, job training, competitive work experience. The occupational course of study program addresses the aptitudes that are necessary for successful adult living and employment. Students follow a course of study that emphasizes integration into the working community after high school graduation. The academic and vocational requirements. The occupational course of study program leading to a North Carolina high school diploma partners with the North Carolina Virtual Public Schools, in which the state requires 22 required credits for our students to receive the North Carolina high school diploma. Those credits include 4 Englishes, English 1, 2, 3, and 4, 3 maths, Introduction to Math, Math 1, and Financial Management, 2 social sciences, which are applied science and biology, 4 occupational course prep courses, in which that's Prep 1, Occupational Prep 2, 3, and 4, and then 2 occupational prep service course. You can think of those as the labs, which include occupational preps 2 and 3. Students must also take and achieve passing scores in 4 career and technical education courses, 1 health and PE course, and 4 general electives. The occupational course of study students must also obtain vocational requirements, which include training and paid employment hours. The school-based training employment would be for 150 hours for every student. Community-based training at 225 hours, which must be obtained prior to graduation, and paid employment hours of 225 hours, which must be obtained prior to graduation. However, exceptions can be made if the student has a job in which they work at after school hours and they are close to the required amount needed, which of the at 600 in order to receive a diploma after graduation. Additional requirements include the career portfolio and presentation that every student must participate and complete, and CPR certification, in which every student must have in order to obtain that North Carolina high school diploma. The occupational course of study placement and candidate considerations. Please consider this before making a decision for your scholar. Students entering in the occupational course of study must be in grades 9 through 12, have a current IEP. The IEP team must determine that the student would be a candidate for the occupational course of study. The parent must also consent to the change of pathway to the North Carolina high school diploma through the occupational course of study pathway. Students who do not finish all the requirements will finish school with a certificate of completion. Students that with a documented history of significant deficits in math and reading and need explicit instruction, students who need multiple and varied strategies in language processing or communication, students who are in need or have deficits in adaptive and functional behavioral skills, and students who require multiple repetitions and hands-on instructions. These students will be candidates for considerations in the occupational course of study. Family responsibilities. Please know that that you are the families are part of the team. It is imperative for your participation in order for your student to become a high school graduate with the assistance of the school staff. Students will need to have 225 hours prior to graduation date in order to receive a high school diploma. Again, these hours can be completed after graduation and the certificate then swapped out for the diploma. Paid employment hours and the locations need to be approved by the district or the school employability specialist before starting to accrue time. This is to help ensure that the student's time will be counted towards their paid hour requirements. Students on the occupational courses study track can go to college. Students will need to start in a junior or community college and need to transfer to a four-year institution after associate is earned. However, with many four-year colleges opening up programs for our students with disabilities, each school has different requirements in order for that student to be considered for their four-year programs. What is NCVPS? The North Carolina Virtual Public Schools OCS Learning System is a collaborative effort between the NCVPS online teacher and the face-to-face teacher in the OCS classroom. This is a true partnership in teaching. The OCS program model, NCVPS provides their certified content teacher and the school provides the certified exceptional children's teacher. Enrollments can be transferred between existing occupational course of study sections when students change schools. This includes transfers to an alternative setting. What is a career portfolio? Well, a career portfolio is the end of the year graduation project. Every student must complete a career portfolio. It also is a product that they can take with them when applying for additional jobs after completion of high school. The career portfolio is created by your student and will include the student's resume, high school transcript, additional documents completed during job club, evaluations from employer, supervisor, work performance at a school base, community base, or in competitive paid work experience, and documentation of the school-based and community-based work hours. Please know, public service announcement, that the occupational course of study and the extended content standards are not the same curriculum. The occupational course of study will result in receiving a North Carolina high school diploma. Scholars can attend junior colleges, four-year colleges that offer programs for students with disabilities, technical colleges that offer associate's degrees, diplomas, and/or certificates. The extended content standards will receive a certificate of achievement. This is due to the curriculum being so heavily modified that it does not meet the state requirements for a North Carolina high school diploma. Your scholar will still be able to participate in graduation ceremony with their same age peers upon completion of the extended content curriculum and completion of all IEP goals. The extended content standards adapted curriculum leading to a certificate. This course of study is designed for students who require substantial adjustments in the general education curriculum in order to benefit from instruction. It is important for the IEP team to consider the educational implications of choosing the extended content standards for an individual student. Although the content standards link to grade level content, the level of challenge is not met for graduation requirements for a diploma. It does teach us life skills and prepare students for an appropriate level of independent and supported living following high school up until the age of 22. This is our most restrictive setting offered. Adapted curriculum courses in a traditional high school. There are also adapted curriculum courses in public separate setting schools. Additional adapted content curriculum consideration forms may also be required. How does the Revolution Academy Occupational Course of Study assist students with a suitable work ethic? Well, we do instill our 5 Ps: being prompt, on time; polite, respectful and considerate of others; being productive, achieving and producing quality goods and services. Our students must be presentable, clean, well dressed, and ready for the work environment. They must also be positive, which is being able to accept feedback from staff and coworkers. This does lead us up to graduation, where our students will walk the stage with all of their peers in the celebration of their achievements of high school. And we will all be there to celebrate each and every achievement that they make. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Here's my email, and it was really good providing you with this information. I thank you all. If you have any questions, again, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always here through email or phone. Have a good night.